Hello, I've got for you today the Inspire Writing coffee table book by Montblanc, released sometime in early 2021. So I saw this book a little while ago in the store, and I wasn't really a fan of the size of it. It is definitely the largest book that I've got. And, they're not very practical, so I'm not sure what to do with it, or where to keep it. So it comes in this nice little red, I guess, fleece bag. And then let's see. So it weighs about 3.5 kilos, I'm guessing. So this is the first book I have from Montblanc. Nice idea. They do have, actually it's not the first I've got, they do have something like this, which is an anniversary booklet, sort of more promotional material that contains all the various patron of art pens with a description of the people who won the patronage award that year. I think this is quite interesting to me because it's a full list of all the pens that they had up to 2016, and you've got a nice little idea of sort of what they've got out there. If you're a collector, it's really handy to have. This one here isn't quite the same. It's I think more of a mix of the various pens that they make. I only had a quick look at it. I passed on it, but because this was a gift, can't say no to a gift. Let's see if I can get it unwrapped. So it is printed in Italy, apparently. Right away, it's a bit strange because it's got this flat spine. Let's see if it's me or if it's... Yeah, it's got this flat spine like that. It is a sewn book, so it is going to be relatively resilient, but if it's a flat back like that, it's not ideal. Usually books will come, the perfect bound books that have sort of glue at the back, they're flat, and they tend to swell over time. And the reason that a sewn book has a curved spine is that as the pages absorb humidity, they swell imperceptibly, but they do swell, and then the book will eventually straighten out. If it gets really moist, it'll straighten out without starting to bulge. So these types of cheap books will eventually bulge, and already this is only a few weeks old. It's already starting to bulge more at the spine, right? So that's why they have usually a curved spine. This book doesn't, so it might bulge as well, but really what we're interested in is the content, I guess. So let's see, I'm not familiar with the printing company that produced this book. Maybe I should have done a bit more research on them, but nevertheless, let's see. Wonderful printing. Let's see if I can find the table of content for you. There we go. So there are 5 chapters. None of which are, it seems to be, actual lists of pens, so it's really just I don't know what you'd call it, sort of just a hodgepodge of various bits of history, and I guess they do have information about the people who provide inspiration to the series. I don't know. How would you sort of share this best? I'm not sure, but yeah. The history of Montblanc, the various ideas, and a lot of their early ads, and that's some of their early pens. But they don't seem to be in any order. So this is the Egyptomania collection, this is the Heritage collection. So I guess it is a bit of history, going through the history of the various pens that they've made. Interesting graphical representations. So with the presentation of various pens over time, it might be interesting for a collector who's interested in these old vintage pens to sort of understand what these old pens would have looked like. And there is a bit of a description on the bottom here, but just by giving numbers, by naming the various editions, not much more than that. Well, as a gift, you can't say no to a gift, but why I was on the fence about buying it or not was the fact that they do present some of the artisanal pens, so here the creation of the nib, which to me I would very much appreciate if they came out with a compendium of the artisanal pens that they have. But this is simply, I think, a collection that isn't necessarily complete, sporadic, muses. So I don't know, it's an interesting thing to consider if you're a collector. It's not a comprehensive history of the pens. It does present, I guess it's this section here that I'm most interested in, the 888s and the artisanal versions of the pen. Very nice to have those in larger format pictures. I always sort of shy away from coffee table books that have to do with things like architecture, where you're looking at a massive structure scaled down, but here you've got the luxury of having a small item scaled up, so you do, I think, you get to see really more detail. So a book like this, or at least this size, with a comprehensive list of their 888s, I think would be more interesting to collectors, maybe, or at least to collectors that are like me, than a book of history. And at least I can't yet see the things that link the pens that they present together, but yeah. Interesting thing to have sit on a table somewhere for people to look at. So there you have it. The 2021 Inspire Writing coffee table book released by Montblanc. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's probably for some people out there who like this sort of thing, but probably not for everyone. Hope you enjoy that, and let me know if you've got any questions.